evening or afternoon as it is, or maybe morning, depends about which kind of a part of the world you're actually listening or watching us. As you know, this one is another live interview for Knock Nation. My name is Alex. I'm having in studio today, it's Stolen Kidneys from Finland. Stolen Kidney, which is Antti on drums. Sorry if I'm gonna pronounce the name very weirdly, but I'm sorry about that. Christopher on vocals, Yari on guitar, and Heikki on the bass, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And you're doing well with the pronunciation.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been studying Finnish for now. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. No, it's not gonna happen. I've been in Finland though, because I did the Baltic country trip. So I actually did like Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and I went to Helsinki for about a couple of days, and after I went back. That was fun. It was a road trip. It was pretty cool indeed. It was a long time ago though. So why we interviewing Stolen Kidney today? Stolen Kidney is coming out with the second albums for in Italy for the Witwin Records. The album is called Maailma Loppu. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, correct.
I'm getting better and better in this. Yeah. By the end of the show, I will have for sure a degree in honor. I mean, Finnish, almost likely. Let's see.
Fluent in Finnish.
Pardon?
You will be fluent in Finnish.
Absolutely, I'm trying to do my best in that. Anyhow, it's coming Witwin Records really soon in Italy. We were seeing like beginning of October, isn't it?
Yeah, there was actually some delay with the vinyl version because of the pressing plants having troubles with materials and stuff. But I think the CD, cassette, and digital, they will be out on 1st of October.
So 1st of October is coming out. I've been having the opportunity to listen to it. It's a bloody rock in your face. Is basically one of the most violent and absolutely amazing album I've been listening to. Noise / doom / whatever we want to call it, rock or metal. Is having like absolutely a Nordish, I would say, like influences into it, not just for the voice, but even for the atmosphere. And you guys will be absolutely surprised about how much energy is inside this album. Doing a step back, this one is the second album. The first one was Ruin, right? It was 2017, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct.
That one was completely in English, was it?
Yeah.
Why is this choice actually to switch from English to Finnish in the second album?
I guess it felt like because the English is not our first language, so I guess it was just way easier to talk about the stuff that we want to talk about or sing about in our own language. And I guess it was earlier quite natural choice to pick English for this kind of heavier music. But I think the times have changed, and I don't know. Somehow the Finnish language felt better. And when we started to sing in Finnish, it was like felt we can get so much more energy and power like into the words. Yeah. In our own language.
So you felt literally that it was speaking your natural language was more the emotion, actually the feelings of the song that were coming more natural for your point of view as well, which is absolutely fair enough. I absolutely agree with you guys. So going back on just 1 second because I lost it. There we go. So I was reading about on your press agency K, and it was like after the final tour in Russia 2019, and we're gonna discuss about that because I really want to know about your tour in Russia before the world as we knew it ceased to exist. It was decided that the trio would expand the horizon and seek out for a fourth member to handle vocals. So this is how Christopher actually is coming in.
Yeah.
So Christopher, how was the journey though? I mean, like, how do you guys met each other and so on?
Well, we played a show. I can't remember with an old band I used to play. It was about 10 years ago when I first met like Antti and Heikki and Jari, and I play in another band with Antti's younger brother, plays drums in it. So we've kind of known each other through the scene in Oulu, And so it just happened that Jari reached out at the end of 2019. Would I be interested? And I've been a huge fan of the band for God knows how long. So, but yeah, it was a really nice chance to get in and do some vocals. I haven't been doing solely vocals in a band for a very long time, so it was really nice.
Christopher, where are you from? Because you don't sound Finnish.
My dad's English, so I'm Finnish, but I've lived in the UK, and so yeah, I've got a very, very English accent. So
Can say what about?
Well, when we lived in England, we lived in Camberley, which is in Surrey, close to London. But my dad's from Middlesbrough, which is northern England. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds cool. Fair enough. Okay, so because I heard the name, I was like, okay, Christopher. I was like, okay, fine.
Because the guys might refer to me as Onni, because that's what everybody calls me in Finland, apart from my dad. Because my mum's mum, my grandmother couldn't pronounce the name, so in Finland we have these name days, and I was born on the name day of Onni, and that kind of stuck. So it's 30 years going strong.
Fair enough. So guys, touring in Russia 2019, before the end of the world, or I was waiting for zombies in the street. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. It was a ghost city anyway, but in another different and really boring setup. But anyhow, I was the touring in 2019 in Russia. What did you do? How does it work? I mean, like, just explain me. Go for it.
Yeah, who wants to start?
Yeah.
Well, I can say a few words about setting up the tour, because we had some friends in Russia. This band called Never Ending Winter. They're from Siberia, and I've set up a show for them 2 times in our hometown, and I became friends with them. So they invited us to Russia. So yeah, we decided to go there.
Sounds cool.
Yeah,
I think none of us haven't been in Russia before that, even though they're our neighbor country. But I think it's not so typical to go to Russia from Finland.
No.
Yeah.
But the guys from the other band were very helpful, and it was easy for us. We just sit on the train for how long?
The longest trip was 29 hours in a train.
Longest train trip was 29 hours. So
yeah,
we went all the way to Murmansk in the Arctic Sea, and the southernmost place was Moscow. So it was
a lot of traveling.
But it went really smoothly.
That was the only way actually you could travel. I mean, like, you could actually rent a van and move around, or just guys decided to go by train because it was, for your point of view, more convenient.
I think it was more convenient because the distances are so long. So we thought that it would be nicer you can sleep in the train, and yeah, it would have been painful to travel all the way to Murmansk in van, I guess. So no, everything with the crossing the border and everything seemed just much easier by train.
Do you remember any crazy stuff? Because I remember when I was in Lithuania, though, it was with 3 friends, and we were through the Bova, just next to the Bova, to Russia. They told me, like, my friend, this one is the more closer to Asia you have been in your life. I was like, oh wow, so what do you mean I'm just crossing there and gonna see crazy shit? Like, no, really, but there's a kind of different over there. So what was your impressions actually when you went there as a European, or as a northern people? Actually going in Russia, you see some crazy shit. What did you saw that?
Yeah, actually we didn't go that far. Like, we only visited the European parts of the country, like St. Petersburg, Moscow, Karelian. But yeah, there was differences.
Yeah, but maybe it wasn't that crazy though.
Yeah.
But
I think it was like I was
Maybe surprised.
yeah, like
it.
really pleasant surprise how
People were very friendly and
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hospitality of Russian people, it's true. They are really, really nice and polite and helpful. And
mm,
yeah.
sometimes in train we didn't have common language, but still we
Like
discussed
sign
about
language and-
discussed about things like there was some old lady showing pictures from home to Jari and yeah, it was nice.
Sounds cool. Sounds pretty
Yeah.
good. Wow, good to do that. So, talking about again, to going back on the album and the new album. So you guys recorded this one during the, let's say, the lockdown seasons. I don't know, as I said, like I didn't even inform myself too much how I was in Finland, to be fair. But as been as far as I'm concerned, I was having an interview the other day with the austerity program, for instance, and they've been massively compromised because they have to cancel the whole tour 2020 for sure, and they didn't see each other for almost 1 year. So how the things they went into the recording, and thank you very much for actually releasing something in late 2021, which is re-recording during lockdown, because most of the artists at the moment they're just still waiting for 2022. So it's actually really well done, and also it's really courageous from your side. So how was all the process? Is everything been recorded before, or it happened in 2020 during the apocalypse, as we said?
we recorded in was it in September
Yeah,
2020? Yeah, it was.
August, September.
Yeah, it was one weekend at Stonehaven Studios, which is near Jyväskylä,
Central Finland.
yeah, central Finland, and yeah,
Yep.
it was quite a good situation with Corona at that time, and
A little,
a
we
little
don't-
better.
Yeah, we haven't had total lockdown here. It's just that there haven't been any gigs and that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
you have been it's been allowed to like meet a few people at a time.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the beginning of the year. It was the situation wasn't quite as good, but then towards the summer and in the late autumn, it was okay-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there was a chance that we could go.
Regarding the sounds, the having for instance is Ruin was really energetic, dark in a way. I mean, like in particular with intentions, pretty sludgy in certain parts. I mean, like we having like some really heavy sludge parts, which I adore. I think like they are kind of a trademark into your music. But for instance, what I saw in the new album, Maliman Lopu, it was a kind of swing into something still aggressive, still really heavy in a way. But I don't know if it was the influence of Christopher coming in with the singing, or you guys can dedicate more yourself on playing instruments. But there is more different dynamics. That would say like there's something that's a bit more faster and more into your face. How did that happen? I mean, like it was you, Christopher, that actually you were importing new ideas, so you guys wanted to try something different at that time?
Well, both.
Yeah, it was kind of both. So, because some of the songs were a bit older, and then there was like, I think about almost half of it was like, it was material previously before me joining, and then half of it was when I joined. So, but yeah, I think, well, guys can probably say better with the material what they wanted to do, but I think it was a kind of a situation where they could concentrate on doing the best what they could with their instrument, and not like kind of being in a situation that they had to think that, well, can I play this and do vocals at the same time? Because I was doing the vocal. So
yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons that we don't have to concentrate on the vocals anymore. So maybe more diverse, or they're like faster,
and maybe some more complex rhythm on the vocals compared to when you play your instrument and trying to sing it.
Sing in the meantime.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite natural. We just write what comes to our mind, so we don't think that much about it, and sometimes it's slower, darker. Sometimes it's like more faster, hectic stuff. So yeah.
Cool. Regarding influences as well, I mean, like the kind of labels they've been given to you, they were like post-hardcore, sludgecore, and I believe that even there is a decent amount of noise, punk rock, I will call it, noise slash punk slash rock. What was your intent when you were starting to record? When you pushed the rec point, I mean, like what you wanted to do? You wanted to go into these labels, or you wanted to create something different than that?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah, I think we always have an intention to move forward and not do exactly the same stuff. And I don't know why. I guess it felt better this time to maybe not play that much sludge. I'm not sure. Like kind of do in a way more straightforward stuff, but it's not really that. But
but I think we never wanted our music to sound too polished, or I mean, we always wanted the music to sound mean or noisy and not too polished, I guess.
Yeah, because it's recorded live, all
Yeah.
the tracks. So
Yeah. Okay.
So-
If I will ask you, to each of you, right, give me two artists or bands that you literally want to bring the starting point and include into the Stolen Kidney journey. Which one they will be? And now it's gonna be really complicated, though.
Yeah.
Mitä pari bändiä?
Yeah, two bands.
I
Two
can,
bands, yeah.
at least I can say Swans.
I can say yes. Yeah.
Next, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I think about it.
I guess Ken Mode. That's
Oh, I love Chem Mode, guys. Now clap ends. Chem Modes. Oh, geez.
yeah,
All right.
Ken Mode. I'd say, yeah.
I think Loved was one of the albums that was more similar to what you guys do, in a way. I don't want to say it's the same because they're American, you Finnish, so the different kind of intention there.
Yeah, comparison. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're Canadian.
yeah, the Canadian. Yeah,
Yeah, the Canadian trio with the two twins in the band.
yeah.
I think Ken Modes are really sarcastic. You are not sarcastic. You are more aggressive in a certain way, more like darkish in that. But yeah, Ken Mode, I absolutely agree. So what else? Let's carry on. I like that. I mean,
I think mine influence would be Preach they're from Sweden, like active at 90s, early 2000s. That's like my number one influence.
Yeah. I think mine would have to be Neurosis.
Neurosis, yeah. That one is present as well, big time, I would
Yeah,
say.
I think that was one of the reasons why this band started
Yeah.
in a day one.
So if you compare all these four bands, I guess you you will get Stolen Kidneys.
Yeah, I absolutely can feel them all, to be fair. I mean, like in particular one, they said and Chem Mode, and I didn't want to say in the beginning, it was like the guys they're no, I wouldn't say similar, but there is a law similitude in the music, but I mean, like, yeah, completely different kind of directions from my point of view, but they are there. Yeah, I love Chem Mode. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, like, oh my god, I'm in love. So what you guys do? I mean, daily, you wake up in the morning and what you do?
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm taking care of a 9-year-old daughter.
9 months.
9
months.
Yes.
that's
That sounds stressful.
yeah, it's more stressful than work, but I'll be back in work in 1 month. So
You cannot choose which one is more stressful, going back to work in 1 month or actually looking after your door, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it's a bit like that.
I just started uni here in Oulu. I'm doing my degree in education, so I'll be a primary school teacher hopefully in 5 years. So
Nice one.
cheers.
Yeah, I'm actually teacher as well. Teach history, social studies, geography.
Nice one.
I worked with several years with mentally ill people, and now I'm studying to be a nurse and maybe on a psychiatric side, psychiatric side of
So you guys have all regular jobs.
are interesting.
Sorry.
I said like you guys go all regular jobs. So apart from that,
Yeah. So this is like we do our band besides the daily grind, like I mentioned to you.
I mean, it's still good. I mean, there are a few bands actually do the American footballs. They don't really care that much about music. They do it just like a hobby, but they are American footballs. I mean, but they do have regular jobs and things. So I mean, like, it doesn't really matter as far actually you having the passion and the strength.
Yeah, I think with this kind of music, we really have to have the regular job.
Yeah.
It's not the type of music that you make money.
Yeah.
I mean, you would be surprised enough. Actually, Alexis Marshall of Daughters is having a regular job as well, and so it's basically, yeah, you know what I mean. It's more about passion at some point than anything else. You can even go around the world, but still going back to your 9 to 5, Monday to Friday somehow. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, so you coming out on the Italian market with the Between Records, which is actually having a really interesting artist as well into the roster, as well as you are being sponsored by Kairos agency, which I had the pleasure to discuss with Chris as well regarding you. You were actually sponsored with Paparoga, which was another band I was looking into it. Absolutely amazing. If you have the chance, just give it a shout. So what do you expecting from the Italian market? Do you know the Italian market? Have you ever been in Italy?
Actually, I don't know really what to expect about it, but I contacted Chris. I saw that he's been putting out some interesting artists, and he was interested in helping us with the release, and so that's how it started. And I have no idea if the Italian people will like it or not, but it's nice to have some Italian connection there.
Expect the unexpected, I guess. So
yeah.
Italian market. Yes, you go. You carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, about the. I've been to Italy. Yes, in the northern parts at least.
Yeah, me too.
Been Milan.
We were at what was the. Well, we were snowboarding in the Alps.
Yes.
In the Alps. Okay, cool. Okay, in part. Got it. So yeah, I mean, Italian market is pretty various at the moment. There's a really good independent scene. So at the moment, in particular, they're blowing loads of independent artists. So I believe actually it's a product that most likely Italians they might love because they are archivists. They do love actually to go through bands from around the world, which different genres. So you're gonna be fine. So do you know any Italian bands at all?
UFO Mammut.
UFO Mammut.
No.
I've interviewed them really soon, actually. So,
yeah, but I must say I don't know that many Italian bands.
Well, Zoo.
Yeah.
What else?
Shizune, I think, from Italy as well. It's more kind of a screamo-y band. But...
Okay, no, I don't know those ones. Sorry about that. But I will check it out for sure.
Hey, yeah, we played. I guess it was. I played with another band here in Oulu with this band called Horror Bakui.
No, no idea as well. But I still I will check it out.
Well, I think they were like a
Post-punk.
Post-punk,
yeah.
yeah.
but there has been plenty of Italian like DIY bands passing through our hometown Oulu, but I just can't get the names in my head.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember a band called Contrasto played like 15 years ago or 20 years ago here.
Eros Ramazzotti.
Yeah, absolutely, big time. Yeah. It's always gonna be there. I think Eros Ramazzotti.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's a kind of pride in Italy. Someone like Ramazzotti. So
There are plenty of like translated Italian traditional, like what's the genre? Iskelmä.
Yeah.
Like this.
Onko se slager tai niinkään?
Yeah, like Italian pop or Schlager songs that are translated in Finnish, and yeah, they have made the Finnish versions out of them.
there was something actually in Polish as well. They were doing that. It's a
Yeah,
Italian,
yeah.
what they call it. I was surprised. I was in Poland, and there was the mother of a girl I was dating back then. It's like I do have some Italian song, and she was playing some Adriano Celentano's things from I think like from the 70s. Like, wow, this is insane. Like with a kind of a disco beat on the underneath. Like, okay, cool. Then in Polish, incredible. Yeah, we have this kind of power actually to go straight away in the trash sometimes, like in the trash music, like we do. It's kind of a really good song. Anyway, it is what it is. We are famous for that as well. So let's do a roundabout. So for how long have you guys been playing with each other? So how long we've been playing together? Let's say.
I think 12 years now.
Yeah, 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started in 2009 spring.
Yeah.
About them. Yeah,
Are you
so
still
quite long.
you still coping with each other? Are you close to kids? I mean, like
Yeah,
Barely.
barely coping. No, it has been. I think it has been easier and easier
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
year after year.
Yeah, and we've been quite slow. At one point, I lived in Helsinki, and at one point, I think all of us lived in different cities. So
Yeah.
we haven't been seeing each other too much.
Yeah, it's been a like long distance relationship.
But yeah,
so it's been a small break, so you guys had the time actually to think about the relationship and coming back.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So roundabout, just want to know which one are the impression of this album, so the way it's been recorded, and if you are satisfied about the final product at the end.
Yeah, I'm definitely satisfied with the final product, and I have no complaints about it.
yeah, it's
The guys recorded Ruin, I think, with Tom at Tonehaven previously, and
Same
so
place.
yeah. So everybody who knows Tom's really good. So Tom's great. So yeah, it wasn't a big issue.
yeah.
It was like
What was it, like 4 or 5 days?
3 days. I
3
think.
days.
3
Okay,
days,
so
yeah.
yeah,
3
we
days and we recorded
Yeah,
all
we-
in 3 days.
yeah
and
we practice a lot, and then we just go there and record it.
do our thing.
Yeah.
It's quite smooth. It went smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's the best we have done so far.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, what we're gonna do? Well, when were you gonna go live? You organizing a tour at the moment, or would you wanna keep it cool until actually the situation will go? I believe like over winter time is gonna go again worse, and after go better.
Probably.
What you
Yeah.
gonna? Is gonna go a summer tour, spring tour, or?
We don't have any longer tours now.
Not yet.
Not
yeah.
yet,
We've got
but
like a weekend coming in.
yeah, in November we have 2 gigs
Here.
here in Oulu and in Rovaniemi. which is quite close.
Yeah, northern Finland.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Yeah.
So.
But that's all we have planned.
At the moment.
Yeah. Maybe think about some tours after the COVID situation has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easier, yeah.
Yeah.
So we shall expect you here in UK and in Italy as well, most likely, isn't it? Are you planning?
Yeah,
something?
about the UK with the Brexit stuff,
Yeah,
but
it would be great.
yeah, but Italy would be actually
Yeah.
really nice to come because I think closest we have been is in Vienna. Last tour we played in Vienna, so it's not that far from Italy.
Yeah.
So next time we definitely wanna go to Italy as well.
And UK also.
Of course,
If
UK.
we can manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe UK should be quite easy for you guys, to be fair, to get to book dates and things like that.
Yeah.
In particular in London, there will be like the full Camden area. There will be plenty of opportunities for stolen kindness to play live. I mean, like I can just name like 4 Underdog, Blackheart. I just name 2 right now because I don't remember if they're open or not. I have seen another one. Yeah, I mean, like there will be, I believe, venues that will be actually welcoming you very well. So the meaning behind the violence in your music. So your music is not a sweet cake. I mean, like we cannot say that literally we can give this one to everyone. Is now I would say perceived from the 100% of the population that will listening to an album like in a good way, we would say. So what's the meaning behind all the violence and all the meaning behind all this aggression which is constantly coming out from those tracks in the latest album and in Rune as well? Why we do that? What we want to say?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess it's like somehow keeping some kind of balance in your in your, like, it's a way of,
It's an outlet too.
yeah. So
Yeah. Every now and then, everybody wants to scream and shout a bit. So,
Yeah.
so I think it's for that. Yeah.
but I think it's also, we haven't, well, I think we mostly enjoy like dark music, aggressive music. So it's quite natural to play this kind of music.
Yeah.
As well. So I don't know better answer if you have.
You guys are feeling like it's a kind of a therapy for the normal
absolutely.
boring life, like the Monday to Friday, as I was saying before.
Yeah,
Kind of,
absolutely.
to release the stress, a kind of a purge, if you were to take it in.
Yeah.
You can say that.
And also, like, if you think about all the stuff that's happening around the world, so also kind of a therapy to cope with everything.
To channel all that kind of frustration into something.
So you guys, you haven't been locked at home, so you haven't had any kind of proper lockdown, isn't it? You had the opportunity to go out, so to meet friends as well. So, but anyway, there was for your point of view, a phase that literally have to stay home, and you tried to learn any new things, or you just focused more on music.
Yeah, I think in the beginning of this pandemic, I concentrated on music a bit because, well, then anyone didn't know how serious this was going to be. We had I think we were, well, there was at the beginning there was a few weeks that we were mostly, I guess,
On a
home.
break.
On a
A
break.
few months, I
Yeah, it was
think.
kind of like, it was like a few months that was a bit. Everybody was kind of wondering how it's gonna turn out, but I think at least staying inside for a couple of months was pretty good for everyone.
Yeah, and I think each of us has done some like music by ourselves at home, so we have also some other channels to express ourselves musically, and I think that has been more and more on the pandemic time.
Cool. Okay, guys, I am done. I'm thank you a lot for the time that you gave to me today to understand better what's happening with the new record that we're remembering to everyone on the Rock Nation that will go out the 1st of October. As you know, this interview will go along the review of the album, which I did myself. I will thank you again for your time. I wish you all the best for the launch, and hopefully I will see you in Camden. I mean, I have to.
Yeah,
Great.
thank you
Thanks.
for the interest and all the kind words you said about the music. We
No
really
problem.
appreciate it.
No problem. You all, it's actually all deserved because, as I said, like I've been impressed about few bands this year. You are one of those. I've done the percent in particular for all the music I've been listening to for this year and a half. You're just I mean, like, was just impressed about what happened. And going through the past, listening to the Split as well, listening to Ruin, I went like, wow, those guys have to be interviewed. I need to understand what's going on behind their life.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you
Okay.
again, then.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Wish you a lovely afternoon. I don't know if you're going back on rehearsing, but I mean, like, I wish you either a lovely afternoon and
Yeah.
going to find them.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
And you guys, thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.